Hello and welcome. My name is Sunshine, the project manager, Sunshine Resources. Welcome to our tutorial 3 on our lesson series, how to create website with HTML and CSS. In the last lesson, we introduced you to tags. We told you that websites are designed using tags. And the formality is that you start with a special tag called doctype HTML, and then we told you that website is made up of the head and the body, and then we say the head consists of the title. The head is where information that the browser read goes to, and the body has the text and images and the rest of them. And we also went ahead to save document. Today we're going to talk about body, the body tag, and other things that we follow. Right. Now let me show you more things on this head tag. And I said in the head tag you have the title tag. Now let me change this to marketing, or let me change it to tutorials. On HTML, and let's save and refresh. Let's save and let's refresh. Notice how the title has changed to marketing on HTML. Sorry, tutorials on HTML. You notice how the head title had changed from tutorials on HTML. So if you want to change the title of your web page, you do it inside the head in the title tags. Now let's talk about the body tag. The body tags come in between the foot of the head tag and the foot of the HTML tag. The body tag usually come in between this tag, this point, and this tag at this point. So let me show you how the body tag look like. In the same way, less than sign, greater than sign, then in between you type in body. That's the opening tag, and then the closing tag, less than sign, / closing tag, and then in between you type in body. So this is how you type or you write a body tag. So this is how you write a body tag. The body is where you put all your text and images and other kind of information that will be shown on your website. Now I want you to notice how these tags are arranged. All other tags are in the HTML tag. All other tags are in the HTML tag. Now the head consists of the title tag, and all these are in the HTML open and close tag. It's also important for you to know that tags has opening tag and closing tags. Most of the tags we use there have both opening and closing tag. Note how we wrote the opening tag, or we type the opening tag and the closing tag. This is very important, how you type the closing tag and the opening tag. Okay, now we will go into another kind of tag called the header tags. The header. Now the header tags is quite different from the head. It's quite different from the head. Now a header is a big bold title that is found in the body. The header are in different categories. You have header 1, header 2, header 3, header 4, and so on and so on. Header 1 is always the boldest, or usually the boldest. Now let me show you the tag for header. Take for example, just like I said earlier, the header tag is found on the body of the web page. So less than sign, greater than sign, and in between you type in H1. This is header 1. And what do we want to bold? Let me type the text. For example, marketing strategies, and then H1. So this is the opening tag of a header tag, and this is the closing tag of header tag. Okay, now this is header 1. Let me copy it and make header 2. This is header 2. I'm going to type in 2 here. Okay, I'm going to type header 3 now. Header 3. We are designing header tags. So header 4. Okay, we now have header 1, header 2, header 3, and header 4. Now, let me save. All of them is the what we are bolding, or we are showcasing here is the text marketing strategy. Now, let me save to show you how it looks like on the web page. Now, let's refresh. Yes, you can see this is header 1, it's bolder. This is header 2, it's not as bold as the first one, not as bold as header 1. This is header 3, not as bold as header 2, and this is header 4, not as bold as header 3. So as you keep going down, the boldness keep declining. So just like I said earlier, a header is used to bold text. So if you want your text to be very bold, use header 1 tag. If you want your text to be as bold as this font size here, use header 2 tag. If you want your text to be as bold as this third one here, use header 3. And if you want it to be as small as this, use header 4. As you keep going down, the size of the boldness keep declining. This is how we write header tag. So we've come to the end of this tutorial. In the next tutorial, I think we will go into bolding and italicizing of text. Bolding and italicizing of text. I will also introduce you to paragraphing and line breaking. Paragraphing, line breaking. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so that you can have instant access to our videos when we release them. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless you. Hello again and welcome. My name is Sunshine, the project manager, Sunshine Resources. Welcome to our tutorial 4 in our series How to Build Website with HTML and CSS. In the last tutorial, I introduced you to body tag and how to create header. I told you that a header is a bold title that is found on the body. And I also introduced you to tags on how to create header 1, header 2, header 3, and header 4. I told you that when you keep going down, the boldness of the text keep declining. Today we're going to go into paragraphing of text. Paragraphing of text. Most of the times when you place text on your website, it is important for you to know how to paragraph them. So today I'm going to introduce you to another kind of tag called the paragraph tag. Now, to insert a paragraph tag, first and foremost, you have to write a sentence. Now let's construct a sentence. We are starting a new series of lessons on how to build website with HTML and CSS. All right, this is a very long sentence. Let me save and show you how it looks like on the web page. Let me save it and show you how it looks like on the web page. Let's refresh. All right, you can see we are starting a new series of lessons on how to build website with HTML and CSS. Very long. Now, what if I want to paragraph it? I want some text to move to the next page or something like that. Now, what do I do? Here, I'm going to insert a paragraph tag, P, and I will now go to where I want here, /P. We now have a paragraph. Now let's save and see on the web page how it looks like. Let's refresh. Yeah, you can see it has been paragraphed. Now this is, if you are working with Microsoft Word, this is very easy to do because Microsoft Word has been customized with icons for you to be able to do this easily. But with web page, it's not the same thing. You have to learn how to do it. All right, one thing that we have noticed here is that the distance between the first line of sentence and the second line is too far. It's too far. Now, how do we reconstruct this? Now, instead of doing this, I think we will insert a line break. Line break is another kind of tag that you can also use in form of paragraphing. Let me introduce you to another tag called line break. So instead of the paragraph, I will remove the paragraph tag, and then I will insert a line break here, line break tag. So this is a line break tag, BR / space / sorry, you write BR in the after the less, you write the less than sign, BR space / the greater than sign, and then let's save to see what we have. Save. Let's refresh. You can see the space has reduced. We now have the second line and the first line are close. So this is called line break. You can also use line break to shorten a very long sentence. This is called line break. Now, lest I forget, I want to say here that this tag, which is called line break, is a single tag. It's a single tag. It's very different from the other tags we have seen, which has both the opening and the closing. Now, this tag line break here is a single tag. It does not have the opening and the closing. It's just one tag, unlike the other tags we've seen before that has opening and closing. Please, let's have this at the back of our mind, that the line break tag is a single tag. I'm also going to introduce you to another single tag here called the horizontal rule. Now, supposing I want to draw a horizontal rule on my web page. Horizontal rule is used to demarcate one part of the web page from another part. Maybe you have different sections. Maybe you are developing an e-commerce website where you have different items in different compartments. So you can use line break to separate one item from the other item. So wherever you want the line break to be, just insert this tag called line break. Less than sign, greater than sign, in between type HR space /. So this is the tag for line break, HR $sign HR space / greater than sign. Now let's save and see what we have. Let's save and refresh to see what we have. Let's refresh. Yeah, you can see beautiful. You can see a very beautiful line across the web page. So this is called line break. You can use this to demarcate one side of your section, so one section of your web page from another section. You find this very often in e-commerce website where they have one article on one side, another article on the other side. So I've just introduced you to a line break. Now let me introduce you to another tag, which is called the bold task. You want to bold a text, for example. You want to bold a text. How are you going to do it? This is quite different from a header. I'm not talking about using header now. You want to bold a sentence, for example. This is how you're going to do it. For example, this is Nigeria. Okay, sorry, this is Nigeria. Beautiful country called Nigeria. All right, let me show you how you can bold this text here. So what you do is to insert this tag here, $sign, sorry, greater than sign. Then in between, sorry, I made a mistake here, $sign, greater than sign. Then in between, you're going to write in strong. That is the opening tag, and then you now do the same thing for the closing tag, /, type in strong, so this is the tag for bolding a text. $sign, you write strong. This is Nigeria as the text we're going to bold. Then this is too far until we bring it fine. This is the text. This is the tag you're going to use to bold a text. Now let's save and refresh to see what we have. This is Nigeria. Well, maybe I should have removed, let me remove the bold text so that you can see how the text ordinarily look like without bold. Okay, let's save and refresh now. Save, and let's refresh. Okay, now this is how the text look like without bolding. Now this is how the text look like. Let me insert the bold tag now. The bold tag is $sign, greater than sign. Then in between you type strong. That is the opening text tag, sorry, $sign, greater than sign, /, then strong. All right, let's save now to see what we have. Save. You can see the text has been bold now. So this is how you bold your text. Now what if you want to italize your text? You want to create special character, italics. You want to italize your text. What you will do, instead of having strong here, you will just type in EM. EM means emphasis. Just type in here. Instead of having, just type in EM. EM means emphasis. Now let's save and see what we have. You can see our text has been italicized. It has been turned into italics. And so we've come to the end of today's lesson. I believe you've gained value from it. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. In the next video, we're going to talk about how to write a comment on your web page and how to create a link. A link is usually connecting from one web page to another web page.